The purpose of this video is to show you how to create like a template app for a program or app that you might want to create that has one activity. And then if you have two other activities, you can select them by switching menu 1 or menu 2 and then hitting the return button coming back to your main activity. Let's go ahead and start out by creating a new Android Studio. I'm going to call mine a game menu like that, and you can use your movie-student-id.com. Next, next. You're going to make sure that you select the basic activity, okay? Basic activity is going to give us a menu, and it's also going to give us some junk down here that we're going to blow off in just a minute. And we're going to say yes, go ahead and finish. My Android Studio is giving us some kind of problems. I don't know if you're going to have this or not, but what I did is I automatically clicked on that, and then I hit rebuild, and then I had to hit refresh. And then I come up with something like this. Notice here's that little floating icon. We're going to get rid of him. There's a menu up here you really can't see. Okay, but it gives us a really good place to start. You notice it actually creates like two activity mains, which I really don't like. We're going to try to get rid of this one here by, we're going to copy all this stuff here. We're going to paste that into our activity main, these lines right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and we aren't going to include this anymore, so we're going to get rid of that. Plus this is the stuff for that floating button, which I really don't want. And now we can take and we can get rid of our content main. Try to keep it as simple as possible. And then we have to go into our main activity, and we have to delete this little piece of code right here, because that code will give an error because it reflects that floating icon, which we don't have anymore. At this point, you can go ahead and run your program. At this point, your program is going to look something like this, and when you click on here, it's going to say settings, okay? Yeah, that's a pretty good place to start. Let's take and stop that. Let's take and add some additional items to our menu, okay? They keep that stuff in. This menu right here is something you may not have seen before, okay? This menu main. I'm going to take it, I'm going to replace this with something a little different. Okay, I'm changing the ID to menu 1, and I'm putting a title in there of menu 1. And then also I'm turning this show as action always. You'll see what that does in just a minute. And then we'll go ahead and copy that right there. Paste it in again because we want to have a menu item 2. Okay, menu item 2 right there. And beautiful, okay. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to take and go into our main activity here, okay. Right here, what's happened is this is what happens when you click on that item 1, okay. Of course, this is not item 1 anymore. It's menu 1, okay. I've actually got an extra string in there I can probably get rid of in time, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. And let's see, I'm going to add a little toast in here, okay. Where's my code for the toast? Right here. And I'm going to say right here, make sure you don't get rid of your return true, okay. I'm going to add that in there and hit Alt Enter, and it'll fix that for me, okay. Beautiful. And then I'm going to do is I'm going to make one for the other one too. Right there. So now I'm going to say menu 2, which is that second one. Okay, and then we want to say actual menu 2 here. Go ahead and run it again. See what happens. Okay, back at it again. Here we are. Now if you click on menu 1, notice this little toast pops up, okay? Moving right along. Let's take and add some new activities now, okay? To add a new activity, you have to take and right click up here, and you have to say a new activity, and for now always use the empty activity. It just works better at this point. And we'll just accept that. We can always change the name later on. Notice it pops up right here. And let's add one more. Right click on Java, new activity and an empty activity, just like that. Finish, okay? The only problem right now is that our activities don't have any labels, okay? The label will reflect the name of the app, okay? To change that, you get into your manifest. Double click on manifest right there. It'll bring up your manifest.xml, and we're going to take and we're going to add a, where's my code for that? Right there. Right here. Here's both of our new activities that we added, okay? Let's put some room in here like this. Well, I just did, but it's not right. There, like that, and put some more room in here like this. Like that, okay? And what that's going to do is actually going to put a label on that activity 2, so we can tell the difference between the two. Let's do the same thing for this one here. But this one we're going to say activity 3, okay, like that. Beautiful. Okay, now we want to show those, so we have to go back to our main activity here, and we're going to create an intent, okay? And an intent shows, make sure you don't get rid of your true here. Our intent, once again, you got to Alt Enter, import class, okay? Intent will actually take and show that activity. It'll say, okay, I'm in this program here, or this app, main activity, but go ahead and show this activity. Got to do the same thing for this one down here. And this time we're going to say main 3 activity like that. Now go ahead and run it and see what happens. Now what happens is when you run your program, okay, if you click on menu 2 with your finger, or menu 1 with your finger, it's actually going to pop up over here and it's going to say activity 2, okay? It's showing a whole new activity that you can put all kinds of cool stuff in. That's the end of the video.